Have you ever had a personal experience that has changed your life or made you just want to tell everybody about it? Well, I have. And my personal experience started off when I was a sophomore, and then it lasted all the way until my senior year. My personal experience was powerlifting. Powerlifting is a weightlifting sport that consists of 3 events: bench, deadlift, and squat. It's also an individual sport. And at the end of the powerlifting meet, your points that you earn as an individual are added up to a team score. But it still makes it go back to the individual part to actually earn the points. The shirts that are worn for the powerlifting meets are very tight. They don't stretch at all. There's barely any moving in them. This is for bench. When I wore the shirts, I would come home with cuts and scratches and bruises all over me from the shirts. You actually have to have special gloves to put on these shirts because they're so tight. You also have to wear the squat suits, which are also very, very tight. They don't stretch. They kind of look like wrestling suits. These suits are ordered specially for the school from manufacturers. They cannot be bought in a store or anything unless it's a weightlifting store. They hurt and they put you through a lot of pain, but if you want to actually do the individual sport, it's worth it. My individual personal experience started off my sophomore year when I started powerlifting. I was really nervous about it. I was one of 5 girls and probably about 20 to 25 guys. My coach, he was kind of mean and I didn't really like him, but I kind of felt like I really liked this sport, so I'm going to push through it and I'm going to make it my own. So my sophomore year, pretty much just worked out. I went to powerlifting meets, I placed, but I was still kind of young and I was learning. Then came my junior year. I had a really cool coach. I got along with him. I was still learning. I was still trying my hardest, but what made me really like the sport was because I had to set goals for myself and work towards those goals. And if I failed, then it was my fault and it was nobody else's. So this made my personal experience really stand out to me because it made me feel like I was becoming a stronger person through my actions and my goals. My senior year came around and this was really what changed my life. I had a really awesome coach, which he really just, other than my parents and my family, made a very big impact on my life and has really probably made me the person that I am today. My senior year, I was one of 2 senior girls that was on the powerlifting team, and probably about 30 boys were on the powerlifting team. Most of them were young. We started powerlifting practice. We practiced for about 3 weeks, and 2 younger girls came in. And my coach pulled me to the side and he told me that he wanted me to be their mentor. He wanted me to help him so that the girls, being younger, wouldn't feel like the coach was downing them. And this made me feel so proud of myself, to make me realize that I was such a good person and good at my sport and strive to do my best, that he actually wanted to help me, or to help 2 girls younger than me to do the same thing. And that's what I did. And this made me feel so just proud inside. So my senior year, I helped those girls and I set so many goals for myself and I worked towards those goals. Towards the middle of powerlifting season, we started having our really, really big meets, which is where all of these medals and plaques came from. This plaque is for the outstanding powerlifting girl, which is from all the girls in my school, which there wasn't a lot of powerlifters, and only 1 girl gets this award. And I got this. These are 3 more plaques that I won for powerlifting within my school for being the most outstanding powerlifter. And these are medals that you are given at powerlifting meets. When you place, you only get a medal if you place in the top 3 in your class, which there are weight classes. And then this is my pride and joy. This is what I won whenever I qualified to go to regionals. When I went to regionals, it really changed my life because I knew I had to be a strong person, inside and out. I competed against about 300 other girls in my region in Texas. So that's a lot of people. And this just made me really, this was my personal experience that changed. And my coach, he always told me, like, do your best. Coach Isbell always told me at every meet, do your best, strive for what you want. It doesn't matter what other people want. Right now is your time to shine. Do what you need to do for yourself. So I kind of feel like my personal experience I want to talk about all the time. So if you have a personal experience that you want to talk about and that you feel has changed your life, don't be scared to tell anybody. Brag about it. Tell people about it. Because my personal experience changed me. Through all the cuts, the bruises, the scars. One time I was benching, I dropped it on my mouth, I busted my mouth all open, but no matter what, I still strive to get my goals that I wanted done. And that made me a stronger person today. I know that I can set goals and go towards those goals, and I can achieve them. So like I said, if you have a personal experience, go for it and tell people about it. Don't be scared to not tell somebody.